Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I'm going to try to bring you guys through the step-by-step process that I used when creating my own Amazon FBA business. For those of you who don't know what Amazon FBA is, it is a process where Amazon warehouses will store and ship your products to their customers when your product gets bought on Amazon's website. So Amazon is taking fees on each sale made. However, these fees are worth it because Amazon has millions of customers and you get to be in front of those customers instantly. Also, with Amazon FBA, you get free 2-day shipping to all your customers, which the customers tend to love. So I'm going to bring you through each step briefly, and then in future videos I can go into more detail on each step needed. So first is your product research. This is probably the most important and probably also the most complicated step to creating an Amazon FBA business. There's lots of tools you can use that will help you find products to sell, such as junglescout, Unicorn Smasher. There's a bunch out there. I personally pay for junglescout. It's quite pricey, but I found it to be quite useful and it helped me find my first product. So your whole Amazon success will depend on the product that you sell. So what you should be looking for is products that are selling well all year. However, you don't want to be competing with sellers that have thousands of reviews and have tons of sales, because you'll never be able to compete with these sellers. So you want to look for products that aren't too competitive but still can sell at a high rate. You also want to be looking for products that are netting you about $5 to $10 profit on each sale or more. Otherwise you're making very little profit on each sale and you have to be selling a ton of items in order to seeing much profit. So number 2 is contacting suppliers. So you'll likely be sourcing your products from China. It's just the most profitable business model. However, you need to make sure that your quality control is good. There's lots of cheap products that come from China, and you need to do a good job of finding the suppliers that actually create high quality products. So what you want to do is go onto Alibaba.com. It's my preferred website for finding suppliers in China. Just search whatever product you've decided on, and a big list of suppliers will come up. So from these suppliers, you can put together a list and send all the suppliers an inquiry, and you want to look for good responses from these suppliers. So if their English is bad or they don't seem very interested in your company, you can kind of just filter them out. You only want to work with suppliers that will work well for you. And a lot of them are used to working with big companies rather than small Amazon FBA companies. So just find a supplier that works for your company. Once you've found a supplier that you're happy with, you need to discuss customizing that product or private labeling it, or both. If you private label a product, you're essentially just putting your logo on their product and selling it as your own brand. This is what I'm doing, and another useful thing that you will want to do is differentiate yourself from the other products selling on Amazon. You can talk to these suppliers and customize certain things such as color, size, whatever. This will just help you be different and attract sales on Amazon. So once you've found suppliers that you're happy with and they can private label and customize your product for you, you'll need to negotiate prices. So once you have a few suppliers that you're happy with, you can request quotes from them for their products, and they will often quote you quite a bit higher than they would be willing to accept. So a good strategy I use is to kind of have them all give you quotes, and then the ones that gave you cheaper quotes, use those prices with your other suppliers and say, hey, this factory was able to offer me this price. Like, can you match this price, or at least can you lower your price to be competitive with them? And then you can kind of have these suppliers bidding down their prices until you and they are happy with a price that is fair for both of you. So once you are happy with a quote provided to you by your supplier, you can make a 30% down payment in order to have your product start to be manufactured. The best payment terms are through Alibaba's trade assurance or through PayPal. These both just give you some sort of protection in case you happen to get scammed, which is very unlikely, but it is possible. While your product is being manufactured, it usually takes about 25 to 30 days, so this would be a good time to start getting shipping quotes. Your supplier will often give you a shipping quote. However, I've found that they tend to give an upcharge just in order to make a few more dollars off of you. So I would recommend looking at third-party shipping options, whether that be locally or over in Asia, and then look for air or sea quotes for your product. Sea freight is quite a bit cheaper, however it will often take a lot longer to get your products over here, and sea shipping is best for large or heavy items. Air freight is best for small, lightweight items or items that you need to be shipped very quickly. Once your product is fully manufactured, you can pay the remaining 70%, and then you need to consider getting your product inspected. Inspection companies over in Asia charge you $200 to $300 for an inspection, and you can forego these third-party inspections and just have them shipped to your house if you want and inspect them yourself. That's what I'm doing. However, it is risky because it's a lot tougher to make changes to your product if you discover defects at your house. Once you have your products shipped here, you can inspect them yourself and then send them on to Amazon. While your product is being shipped, I also recommend setting up your listing on Amazon for your product. So this is things like your product images and your product descriptions, and this enables you so that once your product can be sent to Amazon and your listing is already ready, as soon as your product gets to Amazon, you can begin selling right away. So that's essentially the whole process. I hope you guys have enjoyed, but this has just been a brief overview. So in future videos, I can go way more in depth on each subject, and there's a lot to learn, but I can break it down and give you lots of detail on each step. So subscribe if you want to see future videos, and thanks for watching my video.